Another person has died while in police custody.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, friends and family, fellow warriors, seekers of the truth, and fellow lone wolves. This is Joseph with No Names Media back at you again. And like always, I found another article that sparked my interest today. And it's about the killing of a gentleman by the name of Clarence Wilkerson out there in Ashland, Kentucky. So we're going to read briefly the article. And then there's a video associated with this. It's a 6-minute video. And we're going to take a look at that video, break it down, examine what we see within those 6 minutes that may have contributed to this young man's death while he was in police custody. So from the article, it says that police officers were conducting an investigation of an in-custody death that occurred over the weekend in Ashland, an incident that has picked up interest through the video posting on social media. So Sherry Ford, who's Clarence's mother, said that he had a heart condition and it's been an issue since his 20s. Police found Mr. Wilkinson at the property at the home of a neighbor. The neighbor said once Clarence got there, a few minutes later, police showed up. He started running away. Police chased after him. 5 minutes later, they returned him to the police vehicle in handcuffs, and he looked pretty beat up and not in a good way. So that's when she decided to get her phone. And so she got her phone, recorded the 6-minute video that we're going to see earlier. And in that video, I haven't saw the entire video 100% honesty. I saw about the first 15 seconds, and then I knew that this was something I wanted to bring to you all and share with you all and have this sort of conversation. And so back to Clarence's neighbor, she said that he was over there for a few minutes. Police arrived. They chased him. They caught him, brought him to the car. He was in medical distress. She was constantly telling the police officers that, hey, he looks like he needs help. It was other bystanders from the articles I read that also said that he looked like he needed some medical help. And they repeatedly told the police to call an ambulance, to call him some medical attention. And that they never showed up. And so first thing we're going to do, I want to show you Clarence. I was able to find his GoFundMe, y'all. If you all find it in your heart, please help this family donate to his GoFundMe. This is one of the best photos on the internet I was able to find of this gentleman. I'm sure as time goes past and the story proceeds, the investigation continues, more information gets out, we'll be able to see other pictures of this man and see more have more information about his life and about the circumstances surrounding his death. But this is him. This is Clarence Wilkinson. This is his GoFundMe. I'll go ahead and leave a link to this GoFundMe in the description below. So without further ado, please join me. Let's go to the YouTube video. It's 6 minutes long, so we're gonna pause it at certain points when I feel it's relevant to discuss events happening within the video. I haven't saw it in its entirety. I only saw the first 15 seconds, so here we go.
You guys keep them to my property. I'm gonna report made out.
Report made out, badge numbers, all that fun stuff, names. Dude, he's literally sitting there passing out, man. He's passing the fuck out. Why? Because when you put your arms behind your back like that, it restricts your breathing.
Stand up, okay? Stand up.
Dude, he's black and he's pale. I can see he's pale. See, just breathe, Bubby. Breathe, Bubby.
Last time I did traffic stop right here. I apologize for catching the criminal.
Sounds like you just got a hard on for him to me.
Alrighty. So, within the first 45 seconds of the video, the neighbor who's recording said she started recording once they got back to the car and about 3 minutes had passed. So, we're seeing 3 minutes into them capturing him after his attempt to flee. What I noticed was the officers, it kills me and it confuses me on, after you catch the suspect, what are you all sitting and standing around for? Get him to the jail. Why are you all just standing around? I don't see the point of that. You found the suspect, you caught him, take him away. It was clearly obvious. The woman seemed to be at least almost 15 feet away, and she can even see the discoloration in his skin, which is probably due to lack of oxygen going to his blood vessels. And I'm no medical doctor, but I'm pretty certain that having lack of oxygen can slightly change the color of your skin after a while. So you have these officers just standing around looking at him as if he's some sort of newly found species instead of a arrest suspect. Now, the police officer said that he was giving an account of what happened. I want to see if I can get that one more time before I speak on it. I want to make sure I get it right, because if he said what I think he said, it's going to go into a point.
Tell me you, brother. Last time I did traffic stop right here. Drop the green.
Dude, he's black and he's pale. I can see he's pale. See, just breathe, Bubby. Breathe, Bubby.
Clarence Wilkerson. Tell me you, brother. Last time I did traffic stop right here. Driving through, there he is. I got to tell him his name is Clarence.
What is he talking about, and who is he talking to? Who's this officer talking to? What the hell is he doing? Is he talking to one of the other officers' body camera? Because it almost looked like he's posing with Clarence. It's almost like when you catch a deer and you pose with a picture of it. That's almost how he looks. Like he has Clarence by the antlers and he's posing with him. And he's telling about the excitement of him catching the deer, and about the circumstances and about the tactics he used to catch the deer. That's what it looks like. And so he's telling someone, he's not telling the lady who's recording, but he's telling someone, maybe one of these guys are the sergeant or something, and they asked him what's happened. But it's quite strange on when he's telling the story about how he managed to catch Clarence. He's posing with him as if he's some sort of wildlife trophy or something. So, his part is really hard to hear. I'm going to do my best to hear it and convey that to you on what he's saying.
Tell me the warrant he ran. His name is Clarence.
He said,
Driving through, there he is.
he said he was driving through, there he is.
Tell him his name is Clarence.
He said, tell me that his name is Clarence.
Tell me the warrant he ran.
Something about a warrant, and he ran. I guess he said I guess maybe he's saying he asked him if he had a warrant, and he said he don't have a warrant, but he still ran.
That way, I got that little red rope right there got me underneath my neck.
Yeah.
So I apologize for catching the criminal.
Sounds like you just got a
He said, I apologize for doing what with criminals?
Sounds like you just got a hard on for him to me. Yeah.
So I apologize for catching the criminal.
Sounds like you just got a hard on.
He said, I apologize for catching the criminal.
Oh. Yeah, we just trailer park white trash. It's alright.
Right there, after she said we're trading park right trash, you can hear in the background the police officer said, I tried to, he won't stand up.
Oh. Yeah, we just trailer park like trash. It's alright.
Here it comes. The officer's going to say, I tried to. He won't stand up. I hope you heard that, guys. Can you imagine? I don't understand why people, when they're recording, that their phone is moving like that. Can you imagine if that was someone's head? If you walked and every time we walked, our heads and our eyesight was just bouncing all around like that? It's so annoying and nauseating.
Is he going to receive any kind of medical treatment? Yes, no, maybe so? Yeah. He's...
What's... Now, she asked if he was going to get medical treatment. What they should have done, they simply had to call over to dispatch and have them bring an ambulance. They could have had the medical treatment come to them. Why wouldn't they do that? In the article, it said that the police officer said at some point that they were going to take him to a hospital. I don't think that happened. I think they attempted to take him directly to the police station, and that's where he died. But it's obvious that this man needs medical treatment. Even if you think he's faking or not, history has shown recently that lots of people have been dying in police custody out there on the ground saying they can't breathe and police officers not believe them. I would think in their head they would rather be safe than sorry. Err on the side of caution rather than suspicion on this person telling the truth or if he's lying. So why wouldn't they just simply bring the medical attention to him? So let's go. That's
black, and I can literally see him going pale, pasty. So y'all can stand there and just ignore the question, but the question still remains, and I've got all of you on fucking camera. So if he dies in your custody, Ashland Police Department, Ashland's finest, right here, guys.
Isn't that something? Talk about foreshadowing. That's quite strange that she would mention that, and that's exactly what happened.
All I know, destruction property. All I know, destruction property. They don't fucking pay for it. Yeah, he's running around the neighborhood watching for him.
Yes.
He's got a fucking heart on for him. Gotta meet that quota, huh?
So it seems like the officer who arrested Clarence had previously met him on other occasions, and he just so happened to be in the area where Clarence was. So he's familiar with Clarence, and the neighbors, as you heard her say, it seemed like, you have a hard on for him, which means it had to be more than one encounter with Clarence. He's familiar with him, and it seems like he was stalking, looking for Clarence or anybody that he has that sort of multiple arrests relationship with, where you know him by first name and he just gets a kick out of arresting his ass and putting him in jail. It just tickles his fancy sort of situations. It's a good thing that we now have camera phones and we can record these sorts of interactions. I remember when it became really popular and a trend when we were recording police officers during their arrests. Police would arrest the people recording, but thankfully the United States Supreme Court said that we had the right to record them as them being in public and public officials. But still, trust me, I promise you, to this day, there are still police officers who sit up here and still arrest people who are recording.
Yeah. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Fucking cops everywhere. Not a goddamn one of them want to answer any questions.
Why are there so many police officers on one suspect who had no weapon and who's already caught? In this town, it must be so boring that they see black people as sport and game. Maybe that's why he was posing with him like he was a wildlife trophy or something, because for all these officers to be there, they have no other cause and nothing else to do. This is insane.
Clarence, you good?
All this goddamn time of them sitting down and standing around, they could have called the ambulance. What are they doing? Are they literally sitting there wasting time hoping that he dies? Are they really? It seems like what are they doing? Why are they just standing around instead? Either you get him some medical attention, you have the ambulance come to him, or you get him to the hospital, or you get him to the police station, but you just standing there, standing around looking at each other, acting all confused, and more police are coming out there looking like it's something new to arrest someone. It's quite strange. And then to find out that this man died in police custody, it's like, are they planning something? Are they waiting for something to come through or to fall through? Are they getting something else set up somewhere in preparation to get rid of this guy or something? What's happening? I mean, the cop already knows the damn man by name. You just put his name in the
He
system.
can't breathe! Him having his hands behind his back like that restricts his breathing if he's already got issues with breathing. Just a little medical advice there. No, but I do a lot of medical research. I have a lot of medical problems. And I also have issues with my breathing.
How would the police officers not know that? How would the police officers not know restricting someone's hands behind their back puts more pressure on their lungs to be able to properly expand to receive oxygen? Did they not teach them that in training? Is this not part of the course? That's simple. That's shit you can do at home and figure out yourself. Sit down, stand up, put your hands behind your back, especially if you tend to be, slightly overweight. After you have already exhausted yourself, like Clarence did running, why would he sit up there and ask her if she's some sort of doctor or something when that's common sense and he should have been taught that?
Fuck right off. Freedom of speech.
What are they
Can you check to see if he's got her car keys?
Why are they crowded around like that?
His fucking arms being behind his back, Will. He's a big guy. God damn.
What the fuck are they looking at? He's sitting there telling them they can't breathe, and they're looking to make it's like they're just. He's saying I can't breathe. The neighbors are saying he looks like he can't breathe. He's in distress. He's being discolored, and they're just standing there looking at him. What is going on? And why are all these police officers got bald heads? What town is this? Even the neighbor guy right here has a bald. What is wrong with the guys in this town having no goddamn hair? Police officers are supposed to be reactionary. None of them are taking any action or reacting to the changes of his health. They're stuck. They're frozen. Police officers should not be stuck and frozen in these sorts of situations when action is required.
That's a boxer. Yeah. Hey, can I get a shot of your name and your badge number real quick? You. Hello? Watch him ignore me! Not allowed to do that!
Is he legally
Can I get your badge number, please?
in some states, I believe police officers are legally required to give that sort of information out when it's asked for it.
1265, what's your name? Name? Name. Name? Name. Sean McCormick? Alright.
Let's see if we can find Sean, guys. Let's see if we can find Sean. All right, so wasn't able to find Sean.
Bethany Bowman.
At least not in a decent amount of
I'm legal.
time.
I've never been in trouble. Bye.
But I'll do
No.
the best I can to
You're
find
a
that
cop, not a
information.
god. Bye.
What did he say?
Yeah. I'm. Name. Sean McCormick? Alright. If he dies, you're responsible for him.
What? How telling is that? And he did die. And let's see if he'll be held responsible for that.
Bethany Bowman.
Yeah, actually on my place.
Yeah. I'm legal. I've never been in trouble. Bye.
Not a problem, you know that over here.
No. You're a cop, not a god. Bye. Cocksuckers.
There you have it. So the preliminary investigation, like the preliminary autopsy into his death, at first glance, the police officer said that it looks like Mr. Wilkerson died from pre-existing medical health conditions while in police custody. That wasn't the full autopsy. It was just a preliminary. They're also waiting on a toxicology. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's see how far this investigation goes and see if we get any information and who's going to be held responsible for the death of this man.